This episode of The Young Turks is brought to you by Thrillist.
Both the politicians and the media can't stand Julian Assange. He's actually telling the people the truth. We can't have that. That is apparently the biggest crime. Mitch McConnell is going to go on Meet the Press, and he's going to have some very strong words for him. Let's go to clip number 4.
Let me ask you about this WikiLeaks controversy. How much damage has been done here? What's the real story here that you're focused on?
I think the man is a high-tech terrorist. He's done enormous,
Assange.
Yes,
runs
he's done
WikiLeaks.
enormous damage to our country, and I think he needs to be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. And if that becomes a problem, we need to change the law.
I don't know if everybody else is getting how scary this stuff is. So if it turns out we have First Amendment rights, freedom of the press in this country, well, and Mitch McConnell doesn't like that because you're actually sharing the truth with the American people and the people of the world, well, then we got to change the law. We don't want to be America anymore. We want to be a different country where we crush our reporters and don't allow them to disseminate information that the government is not in favor of. He's not alone. Of course, last week we told you about Huckabee, who said that there should be executions for the leaker. And Bill O'Reilly said the same thing, executions. Sarah Palin compared Julian Assange to Al-Qaeda and terrorists. Here comes Newt Gingrich, clip number 5.
If you were in charge, how would you handle Julian Assange and the website?
First of all, I'm very deeply shaped by the fact that my father spent 27 years as an infantry in the Army. So I approach this taking warfare very seriously. Information warfare is warfare. And Julian Assange is engaged in warfare. Information terrorism, which leads to people getting killed, is terrorism. And Julian Assange is engaged in terrorism. He should be treated as an enemy combatant. WikiLeaks should be closed down permanently and decisively. But even more, how could we have gone through the last year and not figured out how did all these documents get released? I mean, this is a system so stupid that it ought to be a scandal of the first order. This administration is so shallow and so amateurish about national security that it is painful and dangerous.
First of all, I love the joke in the beginning. I care a lot about the military because my dad served for 27 years. Newt, did you serve when you had a chance? Oh, no, I ran for the hills. But I got a lot of respect for my dad, who's like 100 times the man I was. Please, spare me, okay? Now, to get to the heart of it. He's calling him an information terrorist. So if you're a journalist in this country now, or, Julian Assange outside the country, you're an information terrorist. If Assange is an information terrorist, is the next guy who defines the next leak, or maybe it's not a leak. Maybe it's just a story the government doesn't like, or maybe it's just a story that Newt Gingrich doesn't like, or Huckabee doesn't like, or any of these guys. Are they all now not reporters, but information terrorists? This is scary, man. This isn't the United States of America. This is some sort of sick tyranny here. And of course, unfortunately, now the Republicans are much more, strident about this, and you see Newt Gingrich calling him an enemy combatant. So if you're an enemy combatant, what, is he going to get sent down to Gitmo? The other thing we do with enemy combatants is we do predator strikes on them. Are international journalists and perhaps American journalists next going to be targeted as enemy combatants? This is the country we live in. And what do the Democrats do? Oh, yes, of course, Hillary Clinton, etc. Terrible. Julian Assange is the worst. This has to be prosecuted, and we're going to come after him. So it's only a matter of degree. But if you say anything bad about the government, you're an information terrorist. And this is so dangerous, man. Somebody's got to stop this. I wish we had a president who could stand up to these guys. Oh, right. Oh, the guy who ran on change. Right.
Thrillist gives you great suggestions for where to go when you're looking to have a little fun.
Best new bars, restaurants, events, services, anything that you're looking for, Thrillist has it. You sign up through Thrillist.com/TYT.
Go to Thrillist because it's the illest.
Think about it. That was good. That was good. That was good. You are the world's largest dork.